Hello, YouTube. Over fiber. I repurposed Tim Hortons cup with my own coffee in it. Coffee stays warmer than paper cups. I live across from Tim's. Tim lives across from Tim's, so every so often I'll get one and just use the cups. Eric Stock and B, 4th generation, 1931. And that's what I'd be smoking. Captain Earl's 10 Russians. My Captain Earl's 10 Russians jar is pretty empty. I'm going to fill it up. I never bought a can this big for 10 Russians. So I'm kind of curious if it's going to be crumble cake or not. Let us see. I'm playing a lot of guitar lately. I got no fingernails at all. There we go. Oh yeah. It's like 4 little cans stacked one on top of the other. That's probably 50 grams. That's friggin' awesome. Now, you know, I see people. First off, I love my English blends. I fucking love Latakia, Latakia. And when I first realized I was first introduced to this flavor was Frogmort Cellar. I don't think I'm alone. I think a lot of people may have done the same. See, back in the early 90s, I smoked a pipe. My dad smoked a pipe, and I smoked Amphora Rich Aroma in a green pouch or blue sail. Didn't know what I was doing. It was horrible. They gurgled like fuck. I didn't know how to smoke right. I didn't know anything about tamping or packing. So it was a horrible experience. But I was like, man, it smelled and tasted so good, but I didn't know how to do it. I smoked cigarettes then too, so kept trying to inhale it. Then all this time went by, and I ended up getting, all these weird fucking things getting wrong with me, and I was always afraid to try smoking again. I had a heart attack and fucking cancer, and I'm like, man, So I was bummed up a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago. I had it all started with some scoliosis. There's a vertebrae at a place, puts pressure on the nerve, T6 I think it is, and fucked up my whole, seized up my shoulder, damaged the brachial plexus here, the nerve bundle, fucked up the whole nerve down my arm, and these 2 fingers, all pins and needles. I get weird pains all down this arm. I have huge atrophy, meaning muscle is just falling to rubber, all down here where the nerve follows my triceps, like a old lady arm. Muscle definition of my back and strength, and it's bugging me. So what happened is I was on the couch for like fucking 2 months, couldn't move, screaming in pain, and I decided to try the pipe again. I was watching YouTube videos, and I put an order in these different types of tobacco, and at the time everybody was going, Frogmort Cellar, man, Frogmort Cellar. So I tried all kinds of different tobacco. I got some aromatics. I got some I think I got some aromatics. I got some Frog Morton, and I got a tin of Orla Golden Slice. My very first tobacco order was a new pipe smoker, reinvented pipe smoker. And the Frog Morton, it's like, wow, man, that shit's great. And I tried Balkan Flake from Sam Gawith, Balkan Mixture, and 10 Russians, because I said, man, this is great tobacco. I finally got a taste of really good, strong Latakia blends. So someone said 10 Russians. I was reading has the most amount of Latakia in it. Latakia Lover Delight. Tried it, loved it. Very strong. I get nicotine sick off it. So yeah, 10 Russians, man. Should not be doing this outside. There's no window. This is a cool little packaging. That's how they package the 50-gram tins. Suck it. I'm not gonna waste any of this shit. I love it so much. I'll just let it all fall in the can. Alright. I'm not doing very good at this, am I? I'm seeing all the action here about weird packaging, and I'm trying not to spend any of the tobacco. There we go. That's pretty good. Captain Earl. But I really fell in love with this stuff. Like, look at that. Crumble cake, is that what it's called? It's just regular old tobacco, just pressed. Like, look at that. Tried to smell it. Here I am smoking it. Like, holy shit, what's the sense? I'm gonna put that pipe down for a minute. I want to go for a walk today. I've been walking like fucking crazy. Putting in like 20 kilometers a week. They always told me exercise helps relieve stress. I didn't believe them. The part they neglected to tell me is it's not just exercise, it's complete physical fucking exertion. You need to push yourself right to the limit. That's how it works. That's kind of what I've been doing. So I'll walk like 20 kilometers. You know, maybe like the most I'll do in a day is maybe 7.5. I got a nice walk measured out. But yeah, cool. Look at the last block. It's broken up into this chunk, a small chunk. And then they have even a smaller chunk in here to make the 8 ounces, I guess, the weight. We're doing construction out front in the streets. I came out back. So I smoked my pipe out front and just watched the people. The rest of that in there. That's 10 Russians, baby. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, that's better. Hell yeah. Sometimes I keep the cans and stuff if they're cool, you know, for display or whatever, but it's not a very nice looking can. I'll just toss it. I didn't know the recyclables. Enance Pep Tobacco. 10 Russians is a true delight for lovers of Latakia. Rich and full-bodied, 10 Russians is pressed to deliver a perfectly balanced blend to the true aficionado of full English tobaccos, inspired by a true story of Captain Earl. Captain Earl's rescue of 10 Russians marooned in a sampan. Is that how you pronounce that? Sampan? In the Sea of Japan. Cornell and Deal. So Hermit Tobacco, Cornell and Deal. Only allowed in the United States. That won't tell if you don't. Ladisi Enterprises, Inc., Longs, SC. Cornell and Deal. Here's the thing. If you're curious about it, go buy some. If you like English, you like a strong English, like a full-bodied English blend, full-bodied and strong, meaning like it's got kick, like you can't smoke it too fast, you'll get nicotine sick. I don't find a lot of Englishes are that, there's not too many, shouldn't say that. The Englishes I smoke tend to be a little bit, they're full-bodied, lots of flavor, but they're not very strong in nicotine, but this stuff is. It has an oily, I call it, these are my own words. If you live around the railroads, railroad ties, they lay fresh railroad ties. It reminds me of that creosote smell. Or if they use wooden telephone poles, they would put creosote, treat them with creosote. I'm pretty sure they don't do that anymore. Or those are the flavors I get out of it. Sounds unappealing for a tobacco, but some people know what I mean. It's you know, just get a little can and try it. Comes in these bricks. You know, you break it apart with your fingers. You don't need a knife to cut off chunks of it. It's not like a solid whatever. It's just, you know, it's like a shag. Tobacco, I guess. No, not really. It's just a regular cut tobacco that's pressed. You can just, you know, break it up. Probably helps with the moisture that way. Keeps it moist. Some people call it like a one-trick pony. You know, where it's just all Latakia all the time, right in your face kind of thing. But yeah, of course it is. It's got a huge amount of, you know, Latakia tobacco in it. So yeah, it's going to be smoky. It's going to be in your face. You know, that's what people, it's probably why people smoke it. Yeah. Yes, sir. But anyway, I'm going to sit back and enjoy this. Thanks for watching. See ya.